Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Today's practice, we're going to need a long band and a set of weights. How we all doing this morning? Good morning, good morning. Okay, so just a few, I'm actually going to sit down on my bum because this is bothering my knees. Just a few quick things and then we'll dive right in. So first and foremost, just a few moments, I'm going to be back over here on my mat for demonstration purposes. Um, if I don't answer a chat right away, I promise I'm not ignoring you. I will get right back to it. Number two, I'm going to guide you every step of the way here. But if at any point you want more weights, less weights, you need a rest, you want to do another rep, please listen to your body. That's of the utmost importance. And then I'm going to read a quick waiver and we'll dive right in. So that waiver is: by continuing this video, you hereby voluntarily give consent to engage in a fitness class. You understand this class is voluntary and you're in no way obligated to actively participate, but may observe as an option. This does not in any way impact eligibility for health insurance coverage. No results will be given in this class and you're able to cease your patient at any time. This class may involve the use of heart, lungs, blood vessels, and musculoskeletal systems. It is designed to increase the demands on these systems. You understand the class may include the use of free weights, exercise bands, stability balls, and other portable exercise equipment. You understand that you're responsible for monitoring your own condition throughout the class. Should any unusual symptoms arise, you will cease your participation immediately. Unusual symptoms may include chest discomfort, nausea, difficulty breathing, and joint or muscle injury. In participating, you agree to assume all risks of this class. You further understand that although this class is being sponsored by Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare Incorporated, and/or its affiliates known as Harvard Pilgrim. Harvard Pilgrim shall not at any time or to any extent whatsoever be liable or responsible or in any way accountable for any loss, injury, or damage to be suffered or sustained by any person at any time in connection with or as a result of this class. You hereby release Harvard Pilgrim, its affiliates, subsidiaries, divisions, directors, and employees from any and all legal claims arising out of, in connection with, or in any way related to your participation in this class. Alrighty, my friends. So I'm going to take a step back and I'll explain a little bit more of where we're going. Recommend maybe having some water close by. And welcome once again. My name is Carrie McGinn. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and a 500-hour yoga teacher and personal trainer. Today we're going to use a long band as well as a set of weights. So we're going to work on a little bit of upper body and always a little bit of core. And we'll go from there. Ready? So let's get started on our backs. I'll put this other stuff off to the side that I don't need. You're just gonna start with your knees bent, feet flat. We're just gonna warm up the spine and core just a little bit. So just start with a little windshield wiper of the knees, side to side here. Side to side. Side to side. Just warming up the spine. Arms can reach up to the sides here. Take a full breath in and out. One more round of breath. And then pause. Reach the arms overhead and then take a little side bend to the left. Through center. Side bend to the right. Just kind of reaching through the hand. Good. Come on back through center. We're going to get right into it today with just a little bit of a core warm up. You're going to grab that. I forgot to grab it with me. Long band. And you're going to hold it in your hands above your chest. So you're going to pull out on that band just a little bit, kind of in line with your shoulders. So there's just a little tension on the neck. Think about pulling the upper ribs in and the hip points together. Low back. Rib cage stays stable. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach the arms overhead without moving the rib cage or pelvis. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower overhead. We're just warming up the upper abs and the shoulders. Lift. And reach. Lift. And reach. Little tension outwards on the band. 2 more. Good. Arms come up overhead. You're gonna hold and float the knees on top of the hips, knitting the rib cage in, bending the knees. Little press onto the band for tension. You're gonna lower the right leg and lift. Lower the left leg and lift. Right. Keep that tension on the band. Left. Right. Left. You've got this. Breathe. Breathe. Little tension on the band. A lot of connection to the core. Exhale as you lower. Inhale to lift. Good, and then relax. Stretch it out however you'd like. A twist might feel nice here. A reach. A big breath. You twist it to one side. Don't forget to twist to the other. Beautiful. Alrighty. Coming back through center. Just take maybe 2 more rounds of breath to get yourself situated here. So good. Ready, arms come up. You're gently draw out on that band. Hold it, knit the rib cage in. You're gonna reach the arms overhead as you exhale. Upper ab engagement. Inhale lift. Now this isn't gonna feel like the hardest thing you've ever done, probably, but it's really intentional. Engagement through the shoulder complex. Engagement through the upper abs. Can you feel this rib cage staying stable in place? Even the microest of smallest of movements. Can you notice and try to avoid? Beautiful. One more. Good, arms come up overhead, shoulder blades plug in. Just float the knees on top of the hips. Either fully flex or fully point, whichever one. Just active feet. Pull out. So you're gonna lower right and left. Lower left and lift. Maintain that tension on the band. Maintain your breath. Breathe. Lower cage pulls down. Low belly draws in ever so slightly. Everything working together. One more on each side. And totally rest. Shake it out. Wiggle it out. Breathe. Take a big breath in and out. Alright, you're gonna roll yourself all the way up to seated. Maybe grab a sip of water. You're gonna take that band and we're gonna make our way all the way up to stand. Always gotta get a hair view shift in there. Alright. So, coming up to stand. You're gonna grab your long band once again. Elbows are at your side. Palms up. Once you roll the shoulders up, back, and around. Elbows stay glued to your side as you rotate the hands out. And then draw them back in. Out. And in. This sequence is one of my favorites for the rotator cuff and the shoulder blade muscles. We're gonna do 15. One more here. Good. Now straighten the arms. Turn the palms to face the thighs. Hands are just about wider than your hips. You're going to lift the arms up to just below shoulder height. Draw the arms wide. Bring the band to your chest. So it looks like this. Squeeze the shoulder blades and then slowly come back. Pinch and come back. Pinch and come back. We're going for about 15 here as well. 3. Good, relax. Now you're gonna take the arms up overhead like a big Y here. You're gonna draw the band behind your head, open the arms up wide, draw the shoulder blades down. And then lift back up. Open wide, and back up. Beautiful, breathe. One more. And rest. Shake it out. Do what you need to do. We're going to take about 30-ish seconds. And we're going to do that again. So this sequence, we are going to do 3 full rounds of before we pick up some heavy weights. It's just one of those sequences that I think is so good for the shoulders. Alrighty. Roll the shoulders up, back, and around a few times just to remind the neck, the upper traps, they don't need to be a part of this party. From the elbows at the side, palms up, you're going to rotate out and in. Really think about pinching the shoulder blades. Elbows are not moving. Ooh, a little back. The last one. And relax. Beautiful. Shake it out. Arms, hands about hips width. Hands about shoulder height, just a little bit lower. Pinch and in. Pinch and in. One more. Beautiful. I'm going to come overhead to that Y. You're going to take it behind your head. Draw the arms out wide and then back up. Draw it out and up. Breathe. Beautiful. Take a rest. Shake it out. We're going to do that all one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. About 15 more seconds before we do that again. We're just giving the shoulders a little time to recover. Okay, let's grab that band. Last round with the band. last round, these exercises to stay with the band here. Arm palms up, elbows at your side, rotate out and back in, out and in. One more. Arms straight, palms down, lift them up, pinch. Last little bit of work with this band here. Pinch the shoulder blades. You got this. Leave with the shoulder blade. Arms up overhead. Pull the band behind you and back up. Behind you and up. Breathe. Almost there. Pinch. Last one. Amazing. All right, you're gonna put the band off to the side here. Take a little swinging palm tree or empty coat sleeves just to get shake out the shoulders, get the spine moving just a little bit. Again, of course, feel free to grab water, anything else you need. Just a few more side to side. Three, two, one. One. Good. All right, we're gonna grab those heavier weights. So heavier is relative. I'm gonna use 10 pounds today. We're gonna do some bent over rows, some bicep curls, and some shoulder presses. So sometimes I always tell people when we're doing an exercise set with multiple exercises, you either pick the weight for the hardest exercise. For most people, that'll probably be the shoulder press. Or you have multiple sets of weights so you can pick and change them as you go throughout. I'm going to stick with 10 pounds for the whole round because that's what I have here, and I know that's going to feel good in my body. So you're going to start your feet about hips width distance apart, grabbing the weights in your hands. For bent over rows, you're going to send the tailbone back and chest forward. You're going to arms going to come straight out in front. You're going to pinch shoulder blades together, row. 10, 9, one more. Then you're gonna stand, and then you will stand up, palms face forward. You're gonna row, bicep curl. Think fast up, slow down. Beautiful. Then you're gonna take the weights up to your sides like goal post here. You're gonna press and lower, press and lower, press and lower, press and lower. Now, I said 10, right? You can do 8, you can do 12. I'd rather you keep good form and keep it going. 9, 10. Good. Take a rest. Put the weights by your side. Just checking one thing here. Saw a little pop up. Oh, Q&A. I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry to hear that. I wish you would told me sooner. It's as there's like a little bit left. I can put it up. The system auto corrects it to that. So hopefully that's helpful. Feel free to just pop that in the chat next time. I can catch a little sooner. I apologize. Alrighty, we're gonna start that over again. So we're gonna go back to that bent over row. Once again, check in with that weight. Maybe it was good. Maybe could be a little bit heavier. See what feels good. You're going to take your feet about hips width distance apart. Send your tailbone back, chest forward. Arms down. You're going to row elbows to rib cage and lower. Row and lower. Breathe. 2 more. Stand up. Bicep curls, palms face forward, elbows at your side. Curl and lower. Curl and lower. Curl and lower. Curl and lower. Soft bend in the knees. Breathe. Last one. And rest. We're going to do shoulder presses. So arms are going to come up overhead. Nice big goal post here. Press and lower. Think about, we're not arching the back to do this little knit in of that upper abs like we did on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Shake it out. Breathe. We're going to do that one more time, and then we're going to stretch it out. Great work today. Two more breaths before we begin again. Okay, let's grab those weights. Last round here. You're going to send the tailbone back and chest forward. Row and lower. Row and lower. You got this. One more. Rise to stand. Bicep curls. Row, curl. I keep wanting to say row. Rows are my favorite, I guess. You've got this. 7, 8, 9, 10. Open it up. Press. 10, 9 at the upper rib cage in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. So we're gonna put those weights off to the side. And we're gonna finish up with just one 30-second forearm plank before we stretch it out. So elbows come down. Chest pulls through the biceps. Just take a little sphinx pose here for a moment. Let me get my blocks out of the way. All right. So we're going to tuck the toes. You can either be on your knees or on your toes. We're going to do about a 30-second plank. I'm going to say go. I'll tell you when you're at 10, 20, and 30, and then we'll stretch out. All righty. 5. Going to lift up in 4, 3, go. I couldn't count there. It was going too slow. Holding, pressing back through the heels, 10 seconds. Crown of the head reaches forward. So good. You've got this at 20 seconds. 10 more seconds here. Keep breathing. Squeeze the quads. Press the elbows down. And rest. You did it. Palms press. Heart lifts. Take just a little stretch. And then lower it down. You're going to take your right arm out to the side in a T. Right shoulder, elbow, wrist in line. Right cheek to the mat. Press into the left hand as you roll over onto the right shoulder for a shoulder stretch. Breathe. Amazing. Come on back through center. Take the left arm out to the side. Shoulder, elbow, wrist in line. Left cheek to the mat. Roll over onto the left shoulder. Breathe. Opening up the front of the left shoulder here. Beautiful. Roll back through center. You're going to press yourself up and take it to tabletop, hands and knees. I'm just putting my watch back on. Spread wide through the palms, stack the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, few rounds of cat-cows. Letting the spine move. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the tailbone, drop the belly. Exhale, press the ground away and round. Inhale, arch. Exhale to round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. 2 more, arch. And round. Arch. And round. Back to tabletop. Press into the left hand. Lift the right arm up. And then thread the needle. Right arm underneath. Left armpit. Right shoulder. Right cheek down. Left hand can stay where it is or reach long as you breathe. Upper back. Stretch a little spiral. Left hand plants. Right arm reaches up. Right hand down. Left arm reaches up. Thread the needle. Left shoulder, left cheek down. Right arm can stay where it is or reach. Little twist. Big spiral. A lot of breath. Right hand plants. Left arm peels up. Both hands down. Woo, got a mosquito trying to bite through my pants. You're gonna walk your arms long. Lower your chest down. Tailbone is high. Breathe. 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 Good. Walk the hands back. Take a moment just to sit back or take 3 big circles with the shoulders, arms, reach, inhale, exhale. Reach up and back. Last one. Beautiful work today, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a great weekend. Happy 4th of July to those of you out there. And we'll see you all next week. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.